Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Let's talk about loneliness and why we need other human beings in our life. So I was of the opinion a few years back that being alone was a good thing, right? Being a lone wolf, you're away from other people. And I still think that is true to a certain degree. I think it's very important to be alone for a set period of time, because here's what being alone will do for you, right? Being alone separates you from the conditioning and the brainwashing of your upbringing, right? Most of us grow up with parents that are brainwashed, they have a limited mind, they have limited experience with different things in life, and they brainwash that to you to make you think the way they think, so you live the life they live, right? So being alone is good in the sense that it gets you away from the conditioning, right? But once you figure out your identity, once you figure out the things you want out of life, once you know yourself, once you figure out your values, once you develop good habits, once you figure out your life goals, your life path, your mission, your vocation, you want to welcome people into your life. You want to not be a recluse forever, right? You want to welcome new relationships. You want to welcome connections. You want to welcome partnerships. You want to welcome romantic partners, right? You want to welcome the possibility of children if that's something that you may want. And I say this because from a primordial biological perspective of the human condition, our primitive brain, we are designed to be around other people. It's been said that we were, back in the savannah, we were in tribes of 50, about 50 people, right? Hunter-gatherer human beings. We were in tribes of 50 people, usually no more than that. So from the day of our conception of the existence of Neanderthals or Homo sapiens, we have been with other human beings. It's not until really agriculture, but looking at the modern times, it's not up until about 1,000 or a couple thousand years ago that we started creating cities and apartments and houses, and we started, obviously the internet has contributed to the separation of human physical interactions. So it's kind of like a shock to our psyche. It's a shock to our biology. It's a shock to our nervous system. And I think we're feeling the effects of that in the modern day. And it's for the worse. I don't think it's for the better, right? I do think it's important. Like I said earlier here, I do think it's important that we spend time alone to figure out who we are and what we want out of life, to unravel the conditioning and the programming. But after that, after you know yourself, after you know your life, it's like, bro, don't you want to be around people? Not every day, right? Obviously not every day, but don't you want to have some people in your life you can talk to, or you can relate to, or you can start businesses with, or you can create families with, or, talk about ideas with? I'll tell you this, being alone for multiple days on end gets to you. It really gets to you. You start to feel the anxiety. You start to feel the need to talk to someone, right? And I'm just not of the opinion anymore that it's good to be alone for an extended period of time outside of the beginning process of you becoming an individual and you maturing into adulthood. I don't think it's ideal. And so the question poses now, what do we do about this? What do we do about our inability to connect, right? Because we have so many barriers to human interaction nowadays. I'll say this, the people in my life right now, the friends that I have, I can think of two friends. I have my girlfriend, I have my family, I have my mom and my dad, right? So I have about 8 to 9 people that I have in my life right now that I see on a weekly basis. I will say this, I did not do anything to get these people into my life. I didn't go out to clubs. I didn't go on Match.com. I didn't seek out these relationships. I literally just did what I needed to do every single day. I just focused on being myself. I focused on my career. I focused on my health. I focused on the things I like to do. I focused on my hobbies. I focused on just expressing who I am and having an open mind. And God just brought people into my life that fit that model, that fit that vibration, if you will. So I'm not trying to get all hippie on you guys or all law of attraction on you guys, but I really do think there is a universal force that brings people together that we oftentimes overlook and oftentimes underestimate that it's there, right? So you guys may think, damn, like I gotta go out to clubs, I gotta go out to university, I gotta get into sororities or different clubs in college to meet people. I gotta go to Meetup or Match.com. I gotta get on dating apps. And I'm not saying that you can't meet people through those ways, right? I'm not saying that you can't use those metrics to succeed in meeting people, but I think that, you know, you're never separate to the point where you can't meet someone. Even if you're by yourself, even if you're, you know, not involved in clubs or you're not involved in dating apps, God will, it's so weird, but God will bring you the people you need. And I don't know how, I don't know what force is how it happens, but I can confidently say that if you are someone who is focused on your values, you're focused on doing the right things, you're focused on your money, your health, you're focused on building the life you want, people like that. People like happy people. People like positive people. People like people that they can learn from. Think of the people that you work with that are, you know, just happy with a mediocre existence. They're showing up to work late. Do you want to be that person's friend? Do you want to be someone's friend who's always depressed or always sad, right? Like, one thing I can say is when you become a happy person, when you become a high vibrational individual, you know, I think people gravitate towards that. So you are standing out in the sense that people want to be your friend because you're someone of value. You can help someone, right? A woman, she wants to be with someone who she can learn from. She wants to be with someone who has excess resources, right? She wants to be with someone who's physically attractive, right? So from the dating perspective, right, it pays dividends to be in shape. It pays dividends to have money. It pays dividends to have wisdom, to know certain things about life that you can pass on to her and the children, right? And in the same way, if you're a guy, it pays dividends to be of value. It pays dividends to have skills and wisdom and be in shape, because now you can show other guys how to live the life that you created for yourself, right? And people want to live a better life. The universe, human beings, and everything is programmed, is designed to move towards abundance, to move towards love, to move towards limitless abundance in every regard. Whether it's your money, whether it's your finances, whether it's your health, whether it's your relationships, God wants you to have the best life possible. And people are involved in that process for you, right? The relationships you create, the mentors you have, the people you mentor, the people you coach, right? So if you're alone right now and you're a younger person, man or woman, I dare you and I urge you to figure out what your values are. And I propose to you that if you work on yourself, if you focus on your values, the universe is a matchmaker and it will bring you the people you need for the specific purpose in your life, right? And one thing I will say too is, just because you're lonely, just because you feel like there's just so much time that you're by yourself, don't mistake that for like the need to like go out and seek out relationships, right? Don't feel the need just because you're alone to escape your current situation. You want to be comfortable with the loneliness. You want to be comfortable with the solitude. And then from that point, right, people can sense that you're a content individual. People can sense that you're a person who's not needy, right? And like I said, people are attracted to non-needy, content people, right? People want to be around people that have value, that don't need them, that aren't hankering for a relationship, right? So Don't run away from the loneliness, and don't escape it by going to clubs or doing this and that. Just, I want you guys to trust that God has people that are supposed to be in your life and will deliver them to you at the proper time that you are supposed to be with them, right? Or have a relationship with them. So yeah, I mean, that's it. I hope that this helps you. I hope that, you know, if you're someone who's struggling with loneliness, I hope that you find your people. I hope you find the girl you want. I hope you find the guy you want. I hope you find your friends that you need. I hope you attract the mentors that you need and the people that are going to help you grow on your journey, right? In every way possible. So yeah, guys, that's it. That's all. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, make sure to subscribe. And if you guys have any questions, comments, leave them down below. And as always, I will talk to you guys soon. Peace.